What's up with it, bro?
What's the word, Roddy?
Nothing much. Introduce yourself, let people know who you are.
Can't call it who that, man. Y'all know what's going on. It's your boy Bad Business Joey, man. St. Louis native. Got down the biggest. We doing it like that. We're gonna views of the arts today.
Yeah. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Right.
So you're no longer going by Junior, just Bad Business Junior.
Y'all call it what y'all call it, man. I had to consolidate to make sure, like, I was going through paperwork stuff, so I had to consolidate. Like, I have video over here, song over here, platform over here, so I just brought it all together and it made it easier to search stuff. So yeah, Bad Business Junior.
I heard a lot of people say the same thing.
Yeah,
most definitely.
It was so hard for people to find my shit. Just had to make it a little bit easier.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's just start from the beginning. How would you describe your life growing up in St. Louis?
It was different. It was different. I was adopted at like 6. I was adopted at 6 by a white family, so I was blessed. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed. Definitely seen a better situation than I was born into. You know what I mean? So, but St. Louis has always been St. Louis to me. You know what I mean? Like, it toughens you up, it sharpens your edges, you know what I mean? So I can't do nothing but call it home, though.
For sure. As far as you being adopted, like, how was that?
It was cool. It was a culture shock. It was a culture shock, but again, you know, I can't do anything but just get the utmost to them. You know, they saved me, basically, you know what I'm saying? So, super blessed, triple blessed.
Have you spoken to your biological parents?
Yeah. Well, my biological father, he's dead. He got killed. So then my mother, she stays here in St. Louis though. Yeah. So I've spoken to her. It's just you know, so much time passes, you become your own person. You know what I'm saying? So that relationship kind of gets more distant and more distant. You can basically just ask to be friends type shit. You know what I mean? It's the most you're gonna get out of it. If that.
I mean, it's understandable.
Yeah.
You know, in that situation.
Yeah.
Were you in contact with her as you was growing up, or you something that you kind of developed later on in life?
Yeah, kind of, but I kind of was, but I didn't know that she was my mama. Wow. You know what I mean? So they were kind of like, they were hiding it from me because she was young when she had me, so, and she was going through her shit, so she'd be around, but they tell me she's somebody different. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a caregiver from DFS or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, nah. I met her though plenty of times before I actually knew her. You know what I mean? It was just kind of weird.
I was gonna say, once you found out, then how was that reaction?
I was like a little angry kid. You know what I'm saying? So it pissed me off. Yeah, it pissed me off. It took me a long time, like, get over it, even with my adopted parents too. You know what I mean? Like, but once I got older, I figured out they were trying to protect me. You know what I mean? But tell kids the truth, man.
For sure.
Tell kids the truth.
For sure.
Yeah. They don't need to know everything, but when they ask, tell them the truth.
Yeah. Coming up as a kid, what are some of your fond memories like for like hanging out with your friends and I guess your adopted
sports. Shit, sports was my everything. Baseball, basketball, football, and then music. You know, that was like, because I was so far out there, you know, I had like my sports friends. That was really like the only friends I had because my parents were so much older. Like, you know what I mean? They didn't have like the peer parents type shit to where their kids are the same age and nothing like that, you know what I mean? So I was off on my own. I was playing basketball, doing whatever by myself, playing games, making music. That's about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
When would you say you started to make music or started to take it serious? I say that.
Taking it serious, like myself making music, probably 12 or 13 for sure. But before that, you know, I was playing all kind of instruments and shit like that when I was a kid. Probably like violin, and they make you play violin in like fucking, what's that, first grade or something like that. So ever since then, I like had an instrument in my hand.
Yeah. So you playing violin in first grade? That was a good school.
Yeah, nah, it was in McCary, so they was doing like, you know, that was like the programs that you had to do. Like, they started you off playing like a fucking recorder or something like that, and then they moved it up to violin if you wanted to sign up for that after school program.
Gotcha.
So I did that. Then that switched to band. That switched to choir.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just bounced around. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It was more like a school activity for real at first until it became something I like.
Gotcha. Have you ever tried to experiment with making your own beats and things like that?
Yeah, hell yeah. I hate it.
You say you hate it?
Yeah, I ain't got the patience. I made one. The crazy thing is, I made one beat. This is back when like all we had was Fruity Loops was coming out, but it didn't have like the dope plugins and shit like that. So we were using MPCs and sound racks and shit like that. I made this beat, and my partner Eddie Boy, I was so proud of this damn beat too, bro. I was so proud of this motherfucker. I made the beat, put it in there, wrote a whole record. I'm like, man, as soon as I come back from McDonald's, I'm finna drop this beat. I'm finna record something fire. I did it from top to bottom. Well, I came back, that motherfucker was deleted. We got the tussling, and that was the last beat I made. Yeah, that was the last beat I made. Yeah. Fuck it, I rap. Yeah. I rap, sing song. Y'all can have that.
Sure. And you're a father yourself too, right?
Yeah, two
girls.
Two girls.
How was that being a father? How did that change you?
In the best kind of ways, man. In the best kind of ways. I was fucked up, you know, like, I was fucked up like individual, like, that was outside. So when I had my first daughter, I ain't even gonna say I got all the way off my bullshit, but it gave me something else to like look at, you know what I'm saying? And you can really like, especially me coming from like the family situation I told you from, it was like the first time I know for a fact, like I know love now, you know? I ain't gotta question it, no nothing, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever for, she ain't gotta ask twice, you know? It's like that first time I ever felt that situation.
Yeah, you probably it was different, hit you different, like you said, based off the family structure that you coming from. So like,
exactly. It made me want to do better. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then your youngest daughter?
My youngest daughter, she is 8, and she has autism, and that's super rounding me out. You know what I mean? Like having to learn that lifestyle, having to adapt. You know what I mean? And watch her grow and help her grow. It made me a lot more patient. You know what I'm saying? I was super impatient. Like I had to get it now, fast money, this, that, on the move all the time. But when I had her, it forced me to slow down, you know what I mean? And take care and look at the smaller things, you know what I mean? Pay attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you feel like that it was, somewhat a challenge for you?
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Every day is a challenge, you know? Every day is a challenge, but we're up for it, you know? And I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Gotcha. And I seen in the interview you did with Bangor and KB, you were speaking about that the child's mother is creating a book.
Oh yeah, I wish I would have had it, but yeah, it's called Tootie Tales. My daughter is a superhero that travels the world helping other kids with autism or different abilities to overcome their problems. The first book is counting 1 to 10. Second book will be spelling, you know, things like that. But we're gonna continue the line of children's books. I'm super proud of that. She's got the mask, she's got the shirts, she's got jackets. We're going hard for Tootie. Tootie Tales, if y'all ain't got it, go grab it right now. Tootie Tales is out everywhere.
It's dope for sure. Even like you said, y'all can create a series, that's even dope.
Yeah. I love that shit. Like her mama went hard with that. Her mama went hard. She went super hard. It looks real good.
Okay. And we gonna talk about the track Best Friends with Trey Songz.
Yes, sir.
Now, from what you remember, how did this track come about?
So I was already around Trey, you know. So he was kind of interested in doing some business with me and my management at the time out of New York for the song I had, I'm Just Saying, with Nelly and Tiffany Fox. But then he hit me one day and was like, "Yeah, we got to figure us one out." So I grabbed Tootie, went down to the studio with Squat. I'm like, "Bro, we got to have a banger. We got to have one for me and Trey." He's like, "Well, you got to do something for the females. And at this point in time, I was doing a lot more like street records. You know what I mean? So then I go in there and I open my phone. He pulled the beat up. I'm like, that's hard. I look at the phone. The first thing I see on the phone was the girls. Like it was the fad when it was the girl in the passenger seat twerking, and then the friend recording. And she talking about some go best friend, you better. So, and that's before old girl had the song. Let's get that out the way. She was not no rapper. What's her name? Tokyo. She was not no rapper. So I see that, I'm like, all right, you better. I got two bitches twerking, screaming. That's my best friend. It's basically just describing that video, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from. I sent it to him. He was in St. Cat. I don't even know where that's at. That's how you know I ain't really know where. He was in St. Cat. I sent it to him. He sent that bitch back, bro. Probably like 8 hours later, the next day it was on the radio.
Damn.
So shit, I couldn't predict that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just happened. Like,
yeah. Would you say that, arguably, would you say that's your biggest track to date?
For sure, top 50 in the world.
Yeah.
You know, it's top 50 in the world. I can't be mad at that.
You can play it for now.
Yeah, right now. Shit, they ready to pay me right now to go do that motherfucker. Hell yeah! Shouts out to Trey, man. Shouts out to Squat.
Yeah, you just out
best friend forever.
Out of town doing shows in Milwaukee.
Hell yeah, on a fully loaded tour right now. Yeah, Best friend was in full effect, fully loaded in full effect. Yeah, that best friend turns it up. You know, they heard that, that's like the bat signal going in the sky, boy.
So you hit the dance floor.
It's time for that.
Yeah. How the tour going for you so far?
Man, it's just love, man. It's my first headlining tour, first independent tour, man. It's going great, man. I'm having a great time, having a blast. Actually making music, you know, it's making the day-to-day fun again.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Now we'll go back to these Nelly features you have.
Yeah.
And a lot of people try to get Big Homie some slack, man. So him reaching out to the young artists, and you and a few other artists that's, you know, younger anyway than him, he have blessed him.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that idea that he don't reach out to the younger artists?
I mean, it's not true. It's just not true. Like y'all can try. The people say that because they're coming from a place of hurt to where it's like, oh, he ain't did nothing for me. You know, don't say he ain't did nothing for the city. Don't say he ain't did nothing for other people. You're trying to dumb down what you want to say. Yeah. He ain't did nothing for me. Yeah, come on, man. Nelly done did everything for this motherfucker, man. When it came time, when Country Grammar was hot, Chingy was on stage. You know what I'm saying? Huey was getting brought up till they got into it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case was. Bro, he didn't... Plenty of time, countless times. There's no way we could do that, bro. I'm not gonna let nobody do it around me. Cause he done blessed me just off the strength. That man walked in the studio one day, I'm just saying, he walked in the studio, I ain't know what was going on. He walked in, I'm like, what's that, Nelly? He like, what's up, bro? You the one with the I'm Just Saying record, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, open the verse up. Oh, shit, bet.
Right.
Bet. Shit, we sat him on for about 4 or 5 hours. And that was it. And it's never been I never felt like he trying to blackball or block somebody's blessings from her. You know what I mean? Like, I've never, even all them weird interviews that be coming out about him and shit. Like, find some substance. You got to find somebody who got some facts. Who's got some facts? Everybody who talk down on that man don't got no facts. They just sit there and try to say that they're an old nigga from her who knows of him before shit got like this and remember this happened and shut up. Let's win. We're a city, you know what I'm saying? STL versus everybody, man, let's win. And he put us on the map, for real.
So he definitely
did. He opened the gate for us.
Yeah. And speaking of like just STL versus everybody, you know, earlier, this year, a few months ago or so, I had the STL versus Kansas City tournament thing going on.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
He said, I liked it. Me personally, I get why it would get its backlash, but it made sense. So for what people were saying from my ears, which I didn't get at first, but then I had to think about it. I was like, and why the St. Louis folks on this side and then the Kansas City folks on this side, right? Then I'm thinking about it, bro. It's like we're on the St. Louis platform where basically the entire audience of this competition. So none of these Kansas City niggas finna make it out of round one. If we goddamn right, if we do it like that, it ain't even gonna work. So I got it. It was dope though. I liked it.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And then it was like kind of what's going on now, the NBA Finals.
That's it. It was bracketed out. I liked that. And like I said, bro, that shit wasn't no. Anybody who was feeling the way about it at the end of it need to tighten up because it was nothing but exposure and a platform. You know what I mean? Like I called Riley. He like, damn, they finna put me up with you, bro. I'm like, man, fuck all that, bro. You better start posting all your videos, post all your content while this shit going on. Let's get these fans. Let's cross this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it like that.
And that was the idea of it.
Exactly. You cross promote.
For Kansas City artists and some, I do interviews out there also.
Yeah.
I actually spoke with a lot of them. They said they picked the people. I didn't pick, even with St. Louis, I spoke with a lot of people also to pick the people. I ain't just picked them people. It was people who helped me.
Exactly. Yeah, but that was dope. You need to do it again too.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it going.
You need to keep that going. That was dope. Especially bringing other parts of the state together too. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you can go in different parts of Texas and know of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not like that. I don't know anybody in Kansas City besides K-Stylist or something like that.
Yeah, it was just D-Walk. He was just here on the 27th.
D-Walk? Yeah. He from Kansas City?
He from Kansas City.
Okay, I didn't know he was from Kansas City. And then who's old dude from Kansas City? Big independent.
Sleazy.
Big independent.
Probably talking about Sleazy World Go.
Tech 9.
Tech 9. Yeah, OG.
Yeah, you know I'm old. OG. Yeah, Tech 9, but yeah. Kansas City lit. I used to stay out there for a little minute too. My sister was out there. Yeah, I like Kansas City. Barbecue, alright.
The Gates, I mean, out there.
Yeah, Gates. I like the Arthur Bryant's. I think it's called Arthur Bryant's. Gates was like they, no disrespect, Kansas City. Don't hurt me. But Gates was like a cafeteria.
That's how it's set up when you go.
Yeah, it was like a cafeteria. I kind of went with it.
Yeah.
I'm cool on it.
But just speaking of like just Missouri City, you know, showing love in the city, you know, LA just released the Missouri Loves Company.
Yeah, Missouri Loves Company, Missouri Loves Company, however we say it, you know, how we play on the word. But yeah, man, that was super organic. That's because he got out. When he got out, I was at the studio. I was knocked out on the couch. And I wake up, somebody goddamn grabbing me. I mean, you know, I don't play that shit. So I wake up, Trey, he like, don't swing on me. Don't swing on me because, and then it's him. I'm like, Tony. From that day, we knocked out probably 40, 50 records. Went crazy. We got a couple more of them bitches on the way. Let me know when y'all want Missouri Loves Company too, and it's on the way. Yeah.
And even with like your Heartbreak J.
That's it.
And you got the last year you released the first one, February.
Yeah.
And then this year you did it again in February.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something like a trend right before? You did it right before Valentine's Day.
Yeah. That's my thing. That's like Heartbreak season. You know what I'm saying? That's HBJ season right there. And then so I kind of like do that, and I'm glad you noticed. You know what I'm saying? But because a lot of people won't even trip. But I do my Heartbreak stuff around that time. I do, I always try to go crazy for 3 or 4 a day. But yeah, I pick out times like that to try to make it make sense, and Heartbreak just made the most sense around February.
Yeah, that's smart. It's good marketing and everything.
Everybody want to be mad. You can't. If you want to get mad about a motherfucking nigga cheating, a female cheating, you didn't get a gift on this motherfucker, whatever. Go listen to my shit. Sure. It's made for you right now.
Now, are you signed with BMF?
Well, that's my management.
Management, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's management. I'm independent though.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, that's understandable. Yeah. How did that situation come about?
J-Bo, that's my uncle. So when we linked up, it was basically a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Like, he is who he is from the city, and I am who I am. So the link up was kind of inevitable, you know what I mean? So we were just spending time anyways. So it's like, man, let's just go ahead and do this music together. Fuck it. Why not? And ever since, you know, it's been this. I think it's had a good effect on the city. You know what I mean? Like it's been a good look for the city.
For sure. I think what y'all did, like the Black Flag.
Compilation with everybody. That was with his other artists as well.
Then members only is kind of like tied in with that.
Yeah, members only is kind of. Well, that was like the content. The content. Yeah, content is definitely along the same lines. The members only is more like my bad business shit. You know, like I still have fun making my street records. You know what I'm saying, here and there, but I try to keep it on that. And then, it was because you know I had a lot of the mafia content in there, you know what I'm saying, the family content in there, so and it was around the same time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it just all made sense at the same time. That's why I dropped that to kind of just elevate slowly off of it, you know, grow organically with it.
For sure. Mm-hmm. And you just recently released Addicted.
Hell yeah, that's the shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's shit.
I know we kind of talked about doing something, you know, before the interview started with the track Robin Williams.
That's my thing right there. If y'all ain't heard that, man, y'all better go click, do whatever you gotta do, go steal it, whatever you gotta do. I don't care what you gotta do, man. Robin Williams out right now, man. Yeah, the music is definitely elevating, and that's what is making me happy again, you know?
It's like more like, even like a few tracks on there, like rock star vibe.
Yeah, we definitely moving that way. Because you gotta, I think people are wrong when they say that hip hop is a young man's game. I definitely think they're wrong because nobody in hip hop really gets their shit together until they're older. You know what I'm saying? Until they have their shit together. Like we want to as kids, but with hip hop, the youth moves hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Influences where the direction of the lane is, but with other genres, not even saying that I'm part of those other genres, but trying to tap into those other genres, you touch different demographics, different ethnicities, and different age ranges. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that age range of rock lasts longer to me. You see what I'm saying? Like the content is a little more timeless to me, depending on the record. You know what I mean? But gives me a little bit longer to live.
And that's definitely, like Robin Williams, that's definitely one of the records that's timeless.
Yeah, sure. Appreciate that, bro.
That's something that people can play, you know, from years from now.
Hell yeah. I just want to live before I die, man. Think about it hard. Take it how y'all want to take it, apply it.
One last question. How do you feel about the St. Louis music scene collectively?
I love it. We just got to stop trying. And this would, I don't want to say it in a hating way, but we have taken, because we're in the middle of the country, we've taken sounds from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like Michigan, you know what I'm saying? Just anywhere type shit. And we bring it here. And for a second, it sounds like we're copying them. But then if you notice, it slowly takes a transition to kind of us putting our own little stamp on it. So I just encourage everybody out there to make what you want, you know? Anybody from St. Louis, man, if you got an idea, try it. Make it. Don't feel away. Put it out there. Get your reaction. Stick with it or switch lanes, whatever you want to do, but at least try. You know, you can never find out till you try. Yeah, because the St. Louis music scene, y'all going up right now, man. I'm proud of y'all. STL versus everybody, man. I love what y'all are doing, man. Keep grinding. All the young females, too, getting these deals, going crazy. I like that shit. I like that shit because it was hard. It was hard for people to get recognition from her. Her foes just got something going with Shine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what Say Cheese. Yeah, Say Cheese. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can tell the light is definitely being brought to the city a little bit more, especially on the internet basis, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we were kind of tapped out when it came to the internet, but we definitely getting there with help of people like you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, y'all need people like Views from the Arts, man. Like, if we didn't have it, y'all wouldn't know me for real. Y'all know the music. We need to know who these people are. We need to be fans of the artists, you know what I mean? And to do that, you need these types of platforms. So, most congratulations to you, my brother.
Appreciate that.
For sure.
Real talk.
For sure.
Well, with that being said, man, I'm say shout out to the social media so you know where they can find you at.
Y'all know what it is, man. Bad Business Junior on all platforms, man. Tap in. We dropping every month. We dropping a video next week. It's going up. Make sure you go to Views from the Arch. And we locked in. All 2022 to 23, man. Join year. It's up.